is built exactly the same, and I don't think it is. Bristol's a perfect example of that last year. So it's more just to get out there and get a feel of it in practice, and then kind of judge off of what the difference is between the two tires and what you might have to do during the race for those adjustments.
A lot of people.
Is it too easy to get wrapped up in the option tire? Because at the end of the day, you're probably going to run 90% of the race on the primaries.
Yeah, I mean, it's yes and no, because I think if the tire lasts long enough and is faster, you're probably going to try to end the race on it, So it's, primarily you probably got to be better on the regular tire. But, at the end of the day, if you're saving those tires at the end of the race because they last long enough and they're faster, you got to focus on that tire. So I think generally you just hope that your balance is close enough on both tires that you really only have to do a small adjustment when you put the option tire or take it off.
This week, we saw NASCAR do the penalty to the two and basically looked at the particular situation as opposed to, hey, it's a right hook and this is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
22, 23 guys were suspended. Hocebar wasn't last year, now this case Cedric. As a driver, are you comfortable? Do you like the approach of them taking a look at case by case, or in a right hook situation, is a right hook, a right hook, a right hook?
I mean, I think it's, at the end of the day, if it's, and we all saw it, and we all as drivers know when we're doing it on purpose, like, it should be the same. I don't care if it's 60 miles per hour or 200 miles per hour. The intent is still the same. So it gets a little I would say complicated when it's like, okay, because I did it at 100 miles per hour opposed to 150. That's, is that right? So, it's still a big penalty, right? Like the money and the points. You could argue that the points are actually, unless Cindric runs top 3 all day, it's a bigger points penalty than it being suspended. But yeah, I think the intent is the intent. And if you see that that's 100%, which, you could see it was 100% of the intent, it should be a suspension.
A lot of people have said Phoenix is the first true test of performance. What do you believe Phoenix can tell you about your season compared to like a Las Vegas or something like that?
They're all different racetracks,
Obviously.
I mean, I think I don't make a judgment until you get to like race 8 or 9, and
Right.
you've been on every type of racetrack. So, this is just another racetrack. It's a racetrack that at College Racing we haven't been overly strong at. Mm-hmm. So, if we can come here and at least have more speed, and I would say if you run inside the top 15, top 16 all day, mm-hmm. we know we're making improvements. But I don't really judge that until about the first quarter of the way through the season. Then you kind of know where you stand.
Thank you.